Batman fucking Forever. The real game begins. No, I like the movie, but the game sucked.
I hate this game. It's difficult for me to convey just how much this game sickens me, because when I say I rage quit, I mean I fucking raged. I'd pull it out of the console, I'd throw it across the room, I would literally spit into the cartridge, just hoping to break it so I wouldn't have to continue this soul-blackening conquest. I'm just beating the first fucking level. So now it's time for me to face the nightmare once again. I've played this trash, I attempted to beat it, but I can't. Honestly, in preparation for this review, I prayed for the game over screen. And that just shows how much this game fucking sucks, or it just kind of makes me look like a bad reviewer. Either way,
here we go.
After switching on the Genesis and watching the credits, though I have no idea why any company would want their name associated with this crap, we're assaulted by this. God, this music is terrible, and the ear rape doesn't end there.
If the bat wants to play, we'll play.
I've only just hit the start button and I already feel my balls retreating into my body. You have a choice between Batman or Robin, and I of course pick Batman. But really, their moves are identical, except that Robin has a bow staff that he doesn't even use in the movie. The game then brings up the menu to switch out your gear, but I really have no idea what any of it does, so I just take the defaults, and thus we start the game. Batman Forever is a side-scroller beat-em-up on a single plane. The character sprites are in that Mortal Kombat style, which is just fucking ugly, and that goes for the backgrounds too. The stages are so dark and muddled that you sometimes have no idea where to go, making the level design of this game its #1 biggest fail. Like when you get about halfway through the first stage and come to a screen that is half blacked out. I remember as a kid thinking that this game was glitching or some shit. It was only later that I learned you're supposed to jump down through the floor. How the fuck was I supposed to know that at 8 years old? And even to this day, I have no fucking clue how to drop down. I just press down and hit buttons until by some miracle I'm able to jump down. Which brings me to another epic fucking fail, the goddamn controls. You're definitely going to need the 6-button Genesis controller for this game. You got your A and your X as your punch buttons, C and your Z as your kicks, and then you got your B as your blocks, and your Y as your grappling hook. Oh, I got a lot to say about the fucking grappling hook. Like I said, there are places where you have to drop through the floor. There are times when you have to go back up, and you do that by shooting the hook into those giant holes and raising yourself up. But it's a total fucking bitch. First off, Batman fires a thing from his hip at some stupid fucking angle. I have no idea what dumb motherfucker decided this, but wouldn't it make a lot more sense for him to just shoot straight up? And as it turns out, you can. You have to hit the up and the Y button at the exact same time. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. Why wouldn't shooting up be the default action? The only reason I can come up with is to swing on the rope and then glide. Not that I ever figured out that shit either. You know, I think I'm gonna have to beat a dead bat here and have a counter in the corner for every time I can't fucking do something in this game. First is dropping through the floor, and now gliding. You know what else I can't do? I can't jump forward. Yeah, really, I have no idea how to jump forward, because that's what happens when the up button is how you jump. Pressing left or right doesn't do shit. Take this part in the second stage where all this shit comes together like two unwiped butt cheeks. After beating all the enemies on the ground, I hit a dead end. I know I needed to go up to the next floor, but I couldn't find a hole to fire my grappling hook at. I literally rolled and walked up and down the hallway for 5 fucking minutes before finding the hole right above the dead end. God, I feel stupid. So I got up there, fight some guys, and hit 2 waist-high walls that I couldn't jump on with a pit in between. I mashed the buttons and by the grace of Allah, do a fucking backflip on top and then fall to the previous floor. I figured I needed to glide across, and after 3 goddamn tries, I finally learned, thanks to a Let's Play on YouTube, that there's another hole on the other side of the second wall. God fucking ass-wiping shit! Now let's get to the bread and butter of any beat 'em up. The beat 'em up. As I said, you have 2 punch buttons, 2 kicks, and a guard. If there's a combo, I never used one, except when alternating between the head and chest punches. Punching is so funny looking, Batman looks like he's in a speed bag. Jesus, he doesn't even move his shoulders. No wonder the enemies take so long to go down. I know there's throws Batman can perform, but I can never figure out how to do them. And I have to admit, I hate the 6-button Genesis controller. In the heat of battle, I'm constantly hitting the guard and grappling hook. But the enemies are so thick they just stand there for the entire 3 seconds it takes for the hook to hit the ceiling and bounce back to my bat balls. They, however, are smart enough to surround and just fucking lay into you. The most complex move I learned to do was to throw an elbow backwards by pressing the D-pad in the opposite direction Batman was punching, which does come in handy, though just one fuck up and you'll find yourself in the middle of a fierce DP. And whenever you die, the bastards will bow like they're saying, "We honor you and your glorious home. We have made our ancestors very proud." You'll end up mostly sticking to the cheap-ass moves like me, such as the crouching uppercut, or the roll, or the leg sweep that I turn into a hurricane of cheapness. You can throw batarangs by using the tried and true down-forward punch, or gas bombs with the not-so-common down-forward kick. The batarangs are useful even if they are a little slow. The gas bombs suck though. They're thrown in an arch and go straight through the enemies. I'm definitely not going to call this combat deep. I will say it takes some practice to master it, not that you would want to. And you know what? Combat is just another thing I can't do, because it's just plain hard. The controls are just too stiff and frustrating. Simply put, not fun. So the first level fucking sucks and takes place sometime after Batman leaving the Batcave.
I'll get drive-through.
And before showing up at the bank that Two-Face is holding up in the movie. That's some fucking drive-through. When I was a kid, I have to admit I never finished this level. I'm not even sure if I ever made it to the boss fight, which ironically isn't anything special, just 4 waves of 2-on-1 porno scenes. The next level takes place at the bank, involving getting on an elevator and going up a few floors, going down on dudes on that floor, and then getting back on the same fucking elevator to go up a few more floors and do the same shit all over again. The shit, did Two-Face hit every button on the elevator? Just run it to the fucking top. Or look, there's a window. Jump out the fucking window. Use the stupid fucking grappling hook. Oh, and along the way you find some riddles that are just pointless. Make a dozen? What? And why are there riddles already? Jim Carrey isn't even the Riddler at this point in the film. If the game isn't going to follow the timeline, why do I still have to go up the fucking elevator all the way up to the top? Why can't I just jump out the fucking window? Just another thing I can't do. Anyway, once you get to the top, you take the fight onto a bank vault filled with acid, you know, from the movie, in which you get knocked, rolled, or you just fucking fall. And that's it. I can't do this. I can't beat this game. I can't even beat the second fucking level. So you know what? Review's over. I suck at this game. This game fucking sucks. My brain cells are dying in my head right now. What would you have me do?
Endure. They're gonna hate you for it, but they'll come to accept it.
What the hell does that even mean?
Just beat the game, you pussy.
Let's fucking do this.
If the bat wants to play, we'll play.
Nope. Nope.
Fuck this game. Fuck them. And fuck you, bitch. You know what? I'm not gonna destroy it. I fucking hate this game. I hate it a lot. But it's a part of me. I've hated it for over almost 20 years. But you know, in a couple years my daughter will be able to play this. And she'll suffer. And it'll be pretty funny.
You could just play it on easy mode.
It's your fucking nightmare.